Hey Corey, this is Joel. It was nice to see you yesterday there, man. So that's what it looks like from that face-on angle. Again, just a little bit longer than what we would want. And on the downswing, just a skosh above the plane. Definitely a little different there, the way your head was pulled back away from it through impact, and so both of us thought your posture could look better. And so you got your hands a little higher, your head and shoulders a little higher there on the right on the new blue, and again it feels to you like you're pointing your belt buckle down at the ground a little more when you're doing that over here on our right. So rather than that kind of medium point with your pelvis, you feel better, and I think that's totally fine to get to a spot there in your posture with your hips where you're going to feel like your belt buckle's pointed down to the ground a little more. And that's what was kind of borne out on the K-vest. That impact looks a little better on the right. And it felt better for you. Dead on plane there on the right. And the driver looks good on both angles. And what we saw in the K-vest, remember, was that those hips were turning about 40 degrees. Okay, just a skosh above the plane there on the downswing of that driver, which is not too bad for you right now, I don't think. I don't mind that too much at all there, buddy, and then from face on, it looks pretty good again. That looks pretty good. And just a little less hip turn would be smart. I'm glad you came up that little way to watch your ball position. With your irons especially, that's great. You can use those shop sticks for that as well. And then, again, feel a little better with that posture and feel like it might just be coming from a little more inside. Thanks so much, Corey. See you probably in about a week or so, man. Take care.
This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we can come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how everything's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.